North Ronaldsay is the northernmost of Orkney's islands, population of about 60 to 70 people. It's an island that's got lots of unique attributes to it. Sheep dyke, sheep, we've got a really good lighthouse here and various other things, so there's lots of things about North Ronaldsay that are very different to lots of other islands in Orkney and elsewhere. Main aims of the Trust are around supporting community development, so be that economic, social and also community stuff around transport, also around housing, around economic opportunities too. In demographic terms, it's a small population. You're looking to retain and enhance and strengthen the demographics. So you're looking to retain the population you've got, older people, try and help so that the services they need are here, but also then try and draw in additional families and additional households to try and sustain that population going forward.
The North Ronaldsay sheep are really unique. They're one of the ancient breeds in the UK, and one of the most characteristic things about this breed is that they have a diet entirely of seaweed. So the North Ronaldsay sheep dyke was built in the early 1800s, essentially to keep the sheep on the beach so they could eat exclusively seaweed and to keep the more profitable stock inland on the lush pasture.
Treb is our £2 million project. It's a main project at the moment. We're developing a wool mill there to take over from the existing wool mill we've got, which now just isn't as large as it needs to be. We're looking to develop a meat larder in that area as well to try and help us enhance the value of the sheep to the community. We're also developing a gym and a wellbeing centre because that's something that the community's wanted for quite some time. We've got flexible hot desks and a meeting room there as well, so we can try and encourage people to maybe come and work remotely. There's also a 2-bedroom flat to try and help with the housing situation. The Scottish Fire and Rescue Service are taking on the garage and using it as a new fire station. And we're also going to have some garaging facilities and various other things there for vehicles. So it's a really big project. It's £2 million for an island of 70 people. It's a large project, and we've had to attract all that funding from various different funders to develop the project, and it's just getting started just now, which is really good to see.
The North Ronaldsay Woolen Mill was established about 20 years ago to process the wool from the native sheep. Otherwise we'd had to send it south to be processed. So it made more sense to turn it into a rural enterprise on the island where we can have some provenance of the product because the sheep are reared here, sheared here, and the wool is processed here. But as you can see, it's very small, so it would be nice to have a bit more space. For us to also increase the capacity, we could get another carder and we would be able to process 2 types of wool at the same time, which currently we're limited to. And also the conditions, you may notice on a cold day like today, it's pretty cold in here as well. So yes, and the comfort value for the workers will be increased, I'm imagining.
The North Ronaldsay sheep dyke is about 12 to 13 miles long, so it's a tremendous structure, and that's all dry stone wall, the longest dry stone wall in the world. And of course this is a living structure. This is essential to the day-to-day management of the North Ronaldsay sheep today, and with fewer and fewer people keeping sheep in the island, there's a move away from agriculture, fewer people involved, actually that burden to repair and maintain that structure falls on fewer people. So over the course of the last few years, the North Ronaldsay Sheep Festival has been one of the key fixtures to keep that dyke maintained and keep it in good repair for current use. There's a celebration of culture and conservation. It runs for a week long towards the end of July, beginning of August. Volunteers from all over the world come to North Ronaldsay to help us repair the sheep dyke. There's a lot of cultural activities and there's a lot of shared learning of how to build dry stone wall in the North Ronaldsay style.
We've developed an affordable rented house, for one of the first rental properties developed through the Rural and Islands Housing Fund. We're doing some cruise development, so cruise tourism. We're getting ships that want to come in and want to see all the things North Ronaldsay has to offer. So we're looking at developing that and coordinating that to give them the best experience possible, but to also bring some benefit to the island and also, in a sense, protect the island as well. If we have more control over the ships that come in, we're not just having various ships landing without anybody knowing about it. We've also got the lighthouse and the cafe, so there's various things on going up at the lighthouse. We've got 2 self-catering cottages up there and also the wool mill and the cafe. So there's opportunity there for additional things. And Newkirk, it's been used as a heritage centre, which is brilliant, and that's something we again with the renovation work, the work's going to help protect the artefacts and the stuff that's held there, but also give it a new lease of life and also make it easier then for visitors to come and see and to engage with what's there. It's a brilliant resource and really, really good stuff. It is a really unique place. You know, you're standing up here, you can see the sea from all four sides. You know, it's an amazing community as well, and the people here are really self-sufficient. They just want to get stuff done. They'll muck in, so it's a really good way of community living, and I think it works really well, and the Trust is doing what we can to help sustain that.
North Ronaldsay is a really special place to live. It's my home, and of course, you know, it's one of the most special places to me. There's a lot going for North Ronaldsay at the moment. We've had our school reopen, we've had more families move to the island, and I think there's some really exciting projects that are going to be able to provide that economic drive for the island in the future.